Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to go through the best Latin country to start out as a nomad. I've been traveling Latin America for 2.5 years now, and I've been to a fair few countries. So in terms of the country that I'd pick to begin with, I will go through that now, just in terms of what would be the easiest transition for a first timer. So things obviously we want to consider, guys, is the safety and the walkability of the place, the English level. Obviously, English isn't really spoken here, so you'd probably want to pick something that has a higher level. Just in terms of the things to do and the nightlife, obviously giving you more opportunities to meet people and interact with the people. The amount of tourists, I would assume you'd want it to be more, especially if your English level is low. How third world it is, obviously you want to pick something that's maybe a little bit more clean, feels more safe, just to make that transition easier. And then next thing is cost, guys. Obviously we don't want to go to a spot that's too heavily priced. And the place I'd pick for this is Argentina, Buenos Aires, guys. I'm actually here at the moment. I've been here for 2 months now. And these are the reasons why I'd pick it in terms of a spot to go to for the first time. There's definitely more English spoken here than other countries that I've been to, other cities. However, I will note that it's still very low, guys. So do your best to learn Spanish. I say this all the time. English is not really spoken much at all. I'd probably say it is on the higher end in Argentina, Buenos Aires, but I would still say around 20%, max 25% of people know it. And even if they do, it's probably like a 4 or a 5 out of 10. So just keep that in mind. It's definitely more Western here, like less third world, especially in the city. I feel quite safe here, guys. Haven't really had any issues to do with that. Honestly, it feels like Europe here with Latinos. It really reminds me of Madrid. I honestly feel like I'm in Madrid at times, so obviously an easier transition there. Super walkable in the city. Everyone's out at night. Everyone eats very late, so even if you want to walk around at night, obviously being in the popular areas, you'd still be perfectly fine. You wouldn't have to worry about a thing. The people here surprise me a lot, guys. They're very nice and helpful. I've been helped multiple times, even without asking, just by people on the street. So yeah, obviously that's something that you'd probably want heading into a country for the first time. It's a big city, guys, so it really isn't hard to find things to do. It can be a bit overwhelming, I will admit, in the beginning, but once you get used to it, yeah, there's loads to do, loads to see, heaps of restaurants, etc. As I noted before, there is more tourists here, so it would be better for you. Obviously, you can interact with people in English more if that's the case. It's decently cheap. I will add that it does fluctuate quite a lot here, guys, so it just depends on the time, but overall, it's going to be cheaper if you're from the West. The next thing, guys, is here in Buenos Aires, I think it's like a 15 million population. So it's going to be pretty easy to find friends and pretty easy to find dates. There's heaps of people here and a lot of options. So that's my rundown of why I would choose that. But I do want to note, guys, that this doesn't mean that you can't or shouldn't go to other countries. Honestly, I don't think it matters too much. Go to whatever. But if you are someone that kind of wants an easier transition and not be too, shocked by it all, then that's what I would pick. I have heard that Lima, Peru is a good spot. I haven't been there personally, but I have heard a couple times from well-seasoned travelers that Lima is a pretty good spot. And then personally, guys, I don't think Mexico is too bad of an option either. That's actually where I landed in for the first time. Definitely felt overwhelmed, but got used to it pretty quickly. So it's not a bad option, and it actually is my favorite country as well. So there's no reason why I wouldn't pick Mexico as well. But apart from that, guys, that's kind of the rundown of what I think. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.